Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to a special edition of the Swarm Report. Yeah, coming at you a little bit earlier than normal, but for good reason, because we have a very, very special guest here coming right along with a very big drop happening over in the Virtuals ecosystem. Man, the BIZZY agent and the BIZ token is now live on Virtuals. We're going to peek at that real quick, but we're joined by the co-founder of the agent, of the platform, of the token. It's Joseph here. Dude, welcome to the show, GMs. How are you? How you feeling?
Good. Jam, guys. Yeah, glad to be here to share everything about busy and the buzzing behind it. Yeah.
Dude, I like it. Right off the bat, we'll go look over on Virtuals because again, it did just go live. Man, we've had like this flurry of like really good to great agents dropping on the platform. Like we had these little stretches where it's some cool stuff that would come out, and every so often you have a can't miss agent. But past like 2 weeks, it's kind of been nonstop. And then this one in particular, I'm watching for a few reasons. One, um, and we'll get to this too, what it is and product market fit. There's very few things I think that actually have it in the way that something like BIZZY has. But beyond that, man, again, more people in the ecosystem. All of a sudden, people are catching on to what's going on over in the virtuals land. And then the big points adjustment here yesterday. And in fact, as we're looking here, 26% subscribed already. I think we hit a record yesterday or 2 days ago with Arbus. I think it got to 100% in an hour. It's almost like every drop here is setting new records. So I'm watching this right now to see if there's new records set, and I don't know if you care or not, if they are set or not. You know what I mean? But especially with the points change, I think I'm like studying and seeing how people are trading. What do you think of the points changes?
Yeah, it's like it's a little bit like beyond our expectation. Yeah. But I have to say we have 24 hours. People you could do your own research before you pledge your points. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, what
And that's
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's really why I started doing well, so I've been doing this show for a few months, but why I started really I wanted to get you guys on. I wanted to get the teams behind these because man, there's okay, at this point a lot of money starting to go into these agents and these tokens, and it's really important to get to know the people behind them and what's the goals and what's the vision, what's the long-term plan here. And that does
Yeah.
tie back into the points conversation because like staking has become such a big part of the virtuals ecosystem now. So it's why again, people meeting you meeting the community, I think is man, like just super important. Um,
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, why don't we start with maybe an introduction and your background to but crypto, also AI. Let's hear about
Yeah.
Joseph.
Yeah. I could share our background, both of me, but also uh our team. Yeah, something like that.
That sounds
And
great.
I'm Joseph, co-founder of BIZZY and Buzzing. BIZZY is the AI agent, and Buzzing is the platform, social platform behind it. Our team brings like a deep experience across AI, DeFi, and consumer tech. We've worked at some big names like Tesla, Alibaba, and TikTok, and we contributed to leading crypto products like Kobo, which is the biggest digital asset custody company in Asia, and Ontology, maybe the first one, like first public blockchain, layer one blockchain in from China. And my co-founder Luke has led the DeFi protocols, products like over 200 million in TVL, and our developers have built trading system at crypto quant funds and contributed to several top protocols like Usual Money, which is like a stablecoin protocol, and the Pando, which is maybe the most successful DeFi protocol in this cycle. And our designer have created interfaces used by billions of users, like TikTok and BitGet. As for me, I hold a master degree in computer science from New York University. Before that, I was a PhD researcher in fluid dynamics. It's a physics major at Purdue University. but I quit. Yeah, I found like my interest not here. I need to find somewhere to learn what I really like. Uh, and I previously worked at Tesla's AI and the robotics team as a algo engineer. And later, I contributed to several crypto projects, including Ontology, Chilling, and Public Finance. Yeah, it's all my like a brief introduction of our team and myself. Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. The like pool of talent here in crypto and then specifically here in AI is wild. You talk about your experience and it's I don't know. Maybe I got a little too used to what it was like in the NFT space. That was like my favorite, right? Just NFTs and trading and the IP stuff, so much fun. But
Yep.
it's different over here. This is like it is the cutting edge of tech. It is. The world is shifting into this like AI future where we're heading towards it so quickly, and you have a lot of these just incredibly talented people building right here at the front of that. So, dude, amazing background. Yeah, wild stack
Yeah.
team. Let's talk the agent and the product. Yeah. Walk us through who or what Billy is. I love the character, by the way. I really like him a lot.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, what's he doing? What are you guys building?
Oh yeah. Before we dive into BIZZY, I like to share the thinking behind the buzzing because it is like BIZZY is across the full life cycle of buzzing platform. Yeah. We started buzzing from two key observations. Like first, we know the traditional social media is in trust crisis. People are skeptical of what they see online, and there is a growing demand of like real and authentic voices, not just the noise and the engagement farming, right? And second, we know crypto users, they are readily put their money where their mouth is. Uh, Whether it's betting on the prediction markets or apping into some meme coins, they are all tied to some current events, what's on trending, right? And that activity reflects the real conviction. Uh, the odds or the volume are not just opinions; they are backed by the real money. That makes us like far more meaningful than a like or a retweet with no with zero cost. So we thought like we need to combine these two factors, uh, like social variety, virality, and betting based on the opinions together. That's how buzzing was born. Yeah, we have buzzing like it is not just a financial market. It's a new kind of like a social platform where beliefs and sentiment rise to the top, backed by the real money. So about Busy, it is the AI brand behind the buzzing. Uh, it powers the full life cycle of buzzing, from market creation to liquid management and market resolution. We have to say it's not a one agent; it's like a multiple agent abilities combination. Yeah. Uh, for the market creation, it co-pilots your whole process. Like if you come up with a rough idea, it will help you to refine it and optimize it in step by step from like keep crawling the data, like sourcing like different like resources from the internet, and help you to refine it into a well-defined um, prediction market with clear rules. And then uh, it will help you to like see your liquidity when you get traction on your trading volume. It will bootstrap your liquidity, and then when it comes to like we need to settle the result of this market, uh, it will help you to do the resolution to see okay if it is yes or no, and let the people bet on the right side with the money. Yeah,
So Busy. Okay, so he is a lot of things.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
I don't think I realized that. So he is kind of a prediction market, or he's tied to a prediction market, but he's also giving you information about prediction markets, giving you stats, data, news, that kind of stuff too. And he's also like an employee. is that kind of
yeah, more like that.
wow. Okay, then maybe we break those down. Yeah, like individually, we'll get into some of those. For prediction markets, by the way, like such a huge, I think, growing part of crypto right now. Like I mentioned before, product market fit. Actually, this might have been right before we went live. I can't remember now, but product market fit. Prediction markets, one of the very few things that actually has that product market fit here. We saw poly market explode during the election season, and I'm trying to remember, like after the U.S. election, if it ended up being more accurate than a lot of the polls out there. And I think, at the very, during the election, like right when it was happening, I think it called, the election for Trump maybe before anybody else. I mean, there's clearly something there. What is that market, by the way? Do you know how big the prediction market is? I'm talking like maybe, I don't know if we have best metric is like daily volume or anything like that.
Yeah, if you see some like Dune states like dashboard of poly market, you can see like only I just say like poly market is not one of it. It's just the biggest like the major platform of people to engage in the prediction market. The trading volume, the monthly trading volume of it is over 10 billions. I have to say.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's a very big like field that like I have to say it's like there's some like insights from their data. You can see most of their users are not just like the crypto users. They are onboarding a lot of non-crypto users to crypto. It may be their first time to hold like some USDC in their wallet, and you see like the average like the average age of the users, they are above the people who we expected in the crypto. I'm not sure that the data is correct. It's over like 35 years old. Yeah.
Wild. So then, okay, is the BIZZY agent himself somewhere where you're going to be launching prediction markets? Like, will those live on X, and can you actually make bets, like create the market on X and make the bets on X, or is that going to live over on like the buzzing platform?
Oh yeah, we have already like reached a partnership with one agent also launched on virtual. It's called Victory AI.
Oh.
It helps people to bet on through the X or somewhere else. We will collaborate with them to help people to like if you post a tweet, okay, you add Victory and BIZZY. Let us know what do you have in your mind, and we will help you to refine it and create a market based on it. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so it could help somebody like me who's not very savvy with a lot of this stuff, but maybe create my own prediction market, my own little, I don't know, something for people to bet on, which I definitely want to start doing. I've got some ideas for that. I'm cooking up here.
Yeah. You should, because like we encourage all of the people who have already got like a potential community or some followers. You are in a niche topic like a community. You want to talk with your like potential followers or followers to about something like you hold the different opinions like will some Formula One related topics or the NBA related topics, like all of these like they may not just about award the championship or like who will hold the championship or who will like win the MVP. I think they can about some like niche topics like okay, when will someone like Tatum come back after his injury? Yeah, it can be some like small topics. So
dude, there's so many, like there's an opportunity staring at us right in the face here. It's like a prediction market around agents launching on virtuals, and maybe how oversubscribed you think something's going to get, or what's going to be which agent will see the most participation in a week. There's so, again, right in front of us. It's a whole other way to play these virtuals launches. Someone's going to have a field day with that, I'm sure. So many ways to do it. Okay. how is buzzing and busy gonna compete? Or I don't even know if there has to be competition with how big the prediction market actually is. But how are you thinking of this competing with Polymarket or something like maybe Myriad or even some of the other agents out there?
I have to say, for BIZZY, the major competitor is still Polymarket.
Mhm.
Both buzzing, yeah.
But but
Uh,
also,
yeah.
because he's feeding you info, he's also like buffing your Polymarket experience too. It looks like, which is super
Uh,
interesting. He's like your companion.
but I have to say, people still come up with different ideas besides of like the Polymarket, like prediction markets. You see, Polymarkets, they are people associate them with like the major events on the newspaper,
Mhm.
right? Like some politics related topics or some like a major sports game related topics. But I do say there's still like untapped niche markets demand among the community. I have to say all of the people they may come up with some niche ideas, but they cannot get their ideas into a market through market community. But here in Berlin, you can with BIZZY's help, you can make it come true to make your own prediction markets come true. Yeah.
Man, so cool. So the Virtuals Hackathon, I think you're now, let me think if the second project that's launched that was part of the hackathon. Actually, let me double check. Yeah, I think the second that's gone live
Yep.
from the Virtuals Hackathon. You guys placed number 3, which is incredible. GG's to you guys. What do you think set you guys apart from the rest? And I imagine that's going to be similar to what makes you stand out for the community out here.
Um, yeah, I think first some agent they build agent first, right? And then they're looking for if there is some scenarios or some kind of like users will use our agent. But here we build buzzing first, right? We find a product with product market fit already, and we see how our agent will help our users to optimize their user experience, to make it scalable, to enhance the efficiency of the whole process. That's why we see our busy from day one, it will have like very great product market fit. That's why we say if you find a you think about a product with good PMF already, then you need to find then you can find an agent. Okay, there should be somewhere they should stands and help our users. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. So like as people like I think are about to get very selective with the agents they're going into, I think this is why it matters that there is that product market fit, but also more than that there is a product, right? Some of these
Yeah.
and I like everybody building, even if it's for fun, even if it's like still an agent with the goal of building more behind it. But I think we're heading into this period here where there is going to be some separation between or from the agents and teams that have that product, have the team capable of delivering, and then the ones that are trying but not going to make it. And
Yep.
uh kind of looking at maybe an example of that right here. um about data and I guess like the data, the research, the insights that Busy is going to give the traders out there, the people creating these markets, or maybe like betting on the markets.
Yep.
uh what do you have in place that I guess helps certify or make sure that that data, the information is accurate? Like a good example here. So I do my prep
Yep.
for chatting with people, and then like
Mhm.
at the end, I'm gonna go and I take your white paper or light paper and I run it through ChatGPT. I'm like just to look if there's anything I missed. Like I see if it can come up with any questions for me, and it tells me that it mentions that the busy token converts to buzzing tokens. I'm like, that's not, I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure that's not true, unless it does and I misunderstood something. But they get it wrong sometimes. And with a prediction market, getting it right or wrong kind of matters a lot. There's money on the line. What do you have in place to help make sure its information is accurate?
Oh yeah. You mean like through our agent, right? Okay. How? I just want to make sure if I understood
Sure.
your question correctly. Like you mean like how we make sure our agent process all of the data correctly. align with our like expectation, right?
I think that's basically it. How you handle like machine hallucinations. If it's giving information back to people, so they can make informed bets, or it's helping them tailor their market. How do you make sure that it's giving accurate info?
Oh yeah. I have to say, like, um, there is like a major problem of the all of the like a large language models. They have they have imaginations, right? Yeah, yeah. It bothers us a lot. But I have to say, how you make sure your like input and output meets your expectation is to like first you need to test. You need to like test thousands of tens of thousands of times to make sure your prompt works correctly. And then you need more structured outputs, not just like some like natural language outputs. That's make sure your all of your like outputs can be like maintained through all of your workflows. That's why we see like okay, if you have like over hundreds of like work states, you need to make sure okay, like okay, from one state to next state, all of the outputs should be controlled in your structured like defined structure. Then you could like put it like through all of the workflows, but you have still need to look into if there is some like unexpected errors. You need to catch all of the errors to build a mechanism to see okay, here is an error, it like it didn't meet my expectation. I need to see what happened here, and you will retry through our workflow. You should be a very complex workflow, or we say like a system to handle all of the expected unexpected errors, and then you could like output one like maybe one sentence or two sentences to your users. There is a huge work behind it.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yeah, and I think well, okay, more and more people are starting to understand, like just understand it's not as simple as you ask these LLMs or whatever these AI tools a question and it boom it spits out an answer that it just happens to know. People are starting to get the work behind the scenes and how resource intensive it all is. But again, them hearing these examples helps a ton. It helps it really, really click for people. By the way, that process where it's fine tuning its answer on, I think on your light paper, there's a term for it. Is it like some kind of loop or looping or uh, iter, uh, iterative loop? I think that's
Yeah, 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 something like that.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Just knowing that there's things in place again, it just speaks to that is a team building who understands that problem. Dude, I have kids and I try to keep them like current on this stuff too. And my kids will sometimes come at me with something they got from ChatGPT just to tell me
Oh
why
yeah.
I'm wrong about something. And I sat them down and I had the conversation about machine hallucinations and how they actually learn and how they're predictive. And dude, it matters a lot. You need to have those safeguards in place or have it the way it processes. It needs to make sure it's accurate. Sounds like you got that. Also looks like, dude, you're like 20% away from 100%. And if that happens very soon,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
might be
yeah.
our
It's
record.
crazy.
Dude, it's absolutely wild. And again,
Yeah.
I think Bizzy's it all comes back to the product market fit, but then the missing piece too, or like the icing on the cake is just a team that you get to see, you get to hear their experience, and you have that confidence to go into something like this. Um, I guess then good point to start talking the token and utility. And by the way, shout out to you guys. I think there's like a 90-day lockup period for this. So like really,
Yeah.
really nice points farm for people. And I always think you're looking for the perfect balance of something that you can, get those points, but going to hold its value maybe better
Yeah.
than the next one. That's where the magic is. But yeah, speak if you could on the tokenomics and then ultimately what the Biz token is going to do.
Oh yeah. First I need to like emphasize like our token utility, right? First, we have like three phases of like the token utility. First one is it will be like our early access or premium access to our AI copilot. For if you are like token holder of BZ, you can use our token to unlock the premium features like the smarter prediction help, better insights and analytics, and AI tools that level up your decisions. All of these will based on we have already done over 10,000 of the prediction markets results and the price fluctuations and the different sources with the reliability from internet, and it will generate the research report to you to help you to make decision. It's your like a deep researcher copilot from the very beginning. Yeah. And the phase two about the prediction market, uh, it will because we're gonna launch our like a beta test, a public beta of buzzing very soon. Um, and your BIZZY holding will guarantee you will have early access to buzzing platform whitelist to test in the in the first very early community, and you're gonna have the rights to convert it into like a new buzzing platform tokens, because we have to say it's like it's more like a fixed rate of the conversion. Yeah.
Oh, so
And
ChatGPT was right when it told me that earlier today. It told me that Biz converts to a buzzing token. That actually does happen.
yeah,
Okay.
it happens. I think like GPT didn't make a mistake. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
it
I have
does
to go
happen.
apologize to her after I called her a liar and I'm strong. Good to
Yeah.
know. Do people, by the way, and I know you probably had more to say on this, but if people want to get in on the beta, first off, do they have to be a token holder to get in on the beta? And then I assume, go to the website and sign up?
I think it will be like different seasons of the beta,
Okay.
but I have to say that if you want to get in from day one, you need to be a token holder,
Okay.
because although we utilize AI as our co-pilot, but it is still like need to pay for the like a lot of like AI calls, like function calls, like API calls. We need to make sure our early community they are really like our like buzzing like busy. That's our why we limited the access to the early stage of it. Yeah.
That makes a ton of sense.
Yep.
How are you guys thinking about growing market share? I imagine, and again, prediction market's going to get pretty competitive, but I think I said earlier, I just think it's such a massive market. I think that there's so much room for so many. But how are you thinking about growth and scaling and bringing new users in?
Yeah.
Thoughts, plans. Also, that it also involves like community thoughts on growing the community.
Oh yeah, that's a very good question. We have a lot of thoughts on it, but I have to say, from day one, we will build our own curator community. It's not mentioned in our like BD. It's like we first like share our thought of it through BD or through buzzing. You need to, if you want to be a creator of the new prediction market, we call them curator, who curating the different topics based based prediction market. If you got you have interest in some niche topics, or you have some like good sense of like what's trending on in this niche field, or you have like a plenty of the knowledge of it, you could join our curator community. Okay, if let's say you are expert of NBA. I just do some assumption. I'm not sure, but if you know NBA a lot or Formula One a lot, you could like come up with different ideas from your thoughts or from your knowledge based on it. It's not just who will be the championship. It's more like, okay, what's how many mm, turnovers, or how many like switch of some player, or will someone plays for like 30 minutes on the clock. Like it all about like some small topics, but I have to say there's still some people interested in that. The only one thing you need to do is to find your community, to find your followers. You find people hold the share the same opinions or hold the different opinions with you, and then you will see, okay, we will have thousands of new markets generation through our platform. It is very huge because I can offer another like data from Polymarket. For Polymarket, they generate 1,000 of new markets through their like Discord community. Uh, it takes more than 1 month. They use manual work, like two like full-time employees to every day they review the new like topic proposals and you see, oh, if it is like a decent or it is valid for like a prediction market, and I need to dig into it, like to see all of the information correct aligns with the internet consensus. Okay, let it go. But it takes a lot of time. But AI Copilot BIZZY will help you to do all of the rest. You just need to come up with a rough idea, or you can just copy and paste a piece of tweets, like related to something like on trending, and we will help you to refine it. That's why we say like we will generate like thousands times of like new markets than poly market, and we will let all of the user generation correct content to sparks on our platform. Yeah.
Super cool. All right, now you might have answered this, and we'll wrap this up in a few. Again, I try to keep these as brief as we can. But okay, if I want to be a curator, I want to be able to create some of these markets. If I understood that correctly, also I
Yep.
need to be a token holder to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Okay.
sure.
Yeah. Again, I see the loop here. I see like the appeal for the token. Again, I have something in mind. There is a type of prediction market I want to make, and I have a couple ideas. Like we do data on CryptoSlam. People know like it's NFT data, crypto data, and I've always wanted to set up prediction markets around that. Just speculating on prices at certain times, and all kinds of things. But again, I think I see that opportunity to make prediction markets just around these launches here. So I want to be a holder then. Just even for that reason here. Let me see if oh no, you know what? I had one more question that I think is, well, maybe it matters. I think it does. ACP. ACP, are we going to see BIZZY in ACP? Because now I'm starting to see it's kind of quiet out there as far as there's other swarms that are in the works, and we're finding them through looking at listings here on virtuals. You might see in somebody's description or on their website, you might see them talking about ACP. Even though I don't know if we've gotten official announcements of them yet, there's some spicy details. Any ACP stuff for you guys?
Yeah, we do have. We have already like have very deep collaborations with some like major AI agents through virtuals. But we gonna release some more details of it. But there is some like a teaser of it. You can see like AI XBT will gonna like make a prediction and create like prediction market through BZ. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
so if I heard that right, AIXBT, some kind of connection to BIZZY for launching prediction markets. Like I don't know if that was just an
You can see
example or if
that.
that's kind of what's coming.
Yeah. All of the I just say all of the people like AI agents join the ACP. They're gonna like trading on like buzzing, create markets through BZ. All of them could happen in the show feature. Yeah.
Dude, that's wild. Oh, dude, I like just talking to people, you start seeing the virtuals vision for all these agents all being connected. I mean, I think really like every agent on virtuals is going to have the opportunity to connect to different ACP swarms. It's what I took away from some of their comments. So, dude, it's about to get wild here.
Yeah, because they are all expert in different fields, right? They do have some like thoughts on what's gonna happen in the future, what's gonna happen in next month. Yeah, they may have some prediction they need to make. Okay, they will create some like related prediction markets through our BIZZY. Yeah.
And then an agent, I would assume, then needs to hold BIZZY tokens to also create these create their own market.
For sure. But we're gonna edge of some like AI agents, we gonna collaborate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, makes sense. All right.
yeah.
Tokenomics looks awesome. Again, the lockup period is very nice. The 92 days, whatever that was, 90 plus days, really, really nice. Any final thoughts? Any final points that you want to make sure the community knows as this is live now? I think 23-ish more hours here to commit.
Um, yeah, I think people may have some like curiosity about our market resolution because most of people, when they heard about our idea, they see okay, they may face like some like conflicts through poly market because some shit happened on poly markets like resolution. There is someone, maybe the big holder of UMA token, manipulated the result of one market resolution. But here, I have to say, we built a very different mechanism to enhance the security. Uh, you can like safely resolve this market based on the internet consensus, not one like a big token holder to can manipulate all the result of it. But I have to say there is like an enhanced security mechanism based on the dispute system, which gonna not like run among all of the token holders. We will encourage some people which hold like a good reputation from Twitter or X, or YouTube. They will help us to do this kind of voting for some like disputed resolution result. If people like the community see okay, the internet consensus, I don't agree, I need to dispute it. Okay, we will call like a, a committee of like judges to see okay, they got like a good reputation. They will not like try to lose their reputation to manipulate this result. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds awesome too. And man, I brought up this Forbes article because it was about that exactly. People manipulating these markets and maybe hedging bets and using this one market to do
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah,
And it's just manipulation, and you've got something figured out to combat that here. Sounds like with the help of like the community, like with holders there.
yep,
Um, yeah, really, really cool.
sure,
Incentives. So we'll maybe end on this, but incentives for holding the token, right? Of course, access to the platform.
yep.
Yeah, using the platform, maybe
We
early
we're
access.
gonna launch something like it, some real incentives to our token holders
Ooh,
very soon.
spicy, spicy.
Yeah,
Okay, all right. Well, then I
yeah,
think people can speculate away on that. But
yep,
what's the best way for people to follow you? Got your socials up, by the way. 91% subscribed. 40 minutes in, so I think
yeah,
probably gonna hit that 100 here within the hour, which is awesome.
yep,
I'll throw up all the socials here. Buzzing.club. Here's Joseph, by the way. I think I dropped this in the
yeah.
chat, and I want to throw up your co-founder's socials here too. Let me grab that real quick. I like people to be able to connect with the teams. I hope you don't mind, but
I,
um, but I think it's great. People can at least see you, follow you, and probably reach out. Here he is, DeFi guy Luke.
yeah,
Cool guy, by the way.
yeah,
Boom. All right, that's in the chat here too. So give DeFi guy Luke a follow. Buzzing.club. Here's Joseph right here. Give Joseph a follow over on X. And then where's our busy agent? Boom. There we go. Again, I'm stuck on that character. I like him a lot. Busy_agent. Follow him. He's already tweeting out prediction markets. I think are they poly markets, and he's
Oh
giving
yeah,
some insight.
we retweet some like we see okay, it's gonna be a good prediction market. We retweet like a poly market, some tweets, and retweet some like other. You can see like a Mario, Ansem, someone else.
Oh,
We gonna like crawl the data from their like tweets. This if we detect like
oh, there it is.
they are doing predictions. We gonna like debate with them. Maybe like we're gonna raise like a prediction market based on their
Oh,
thoughts.
that's
Yeah,
smart. That's
yeah.
so
You can see
that's
that's savage questions. I think.
that's how you get in the mind share. Really, really smart. That's awesome, man. You guys have
Yeah,
thought of it all. Good stuff. There we go, guys. You guys reach out to Joseph if you have questions here too. Of course, like guys, I do the show daily, so I'll be talking about BIZZY and how it ends up finishing tomorrow. So again, 23-ish hours from right now, it closes. So you have a little time to think about if you want to get in there. I'll tell you this from experience, not the best idea to wait till the last minute. I did that before, and the site is so slow because so many people are trying to get in sometimes that you risk not getting in. So just a heads up, give yourself some padding there. But awesome project. Really, really like this one. Again, product market fit is the word of the day here with BIZZY. Dude, Joseph, thank you so much for coming on, man. Nice to meet you. Nice to talk to you. Love your agent. Love your platform here. So good stuff.
Thank you. Glad to be here. Yeah.
And then, guys, we'll do our shield, just a self shield. But guys, keep up with the show. You can follow us or subscribe over on CryptoSlam, over on YouTube. And then follow us at SlamAI_XYZ. And of course, we got an agent coming in the ACP here very soon. It's the Swarm_AI, where we're streaming live right now, too. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your freaking day. We'll see you later on. Peace.
See you.